for dalagang booking, which is a traditional sarsuela. Sabi niya, let's use Joseph Cornell's boxes, yung artwork ni Joseph Cornell, which had compartments filled with random objects, which they could use now for the sarsuela. So what they did was they created a 3-level back structure na mayroong parang mga niches. Doon sa niches na yun, you will see alternating fleeting vignettes of life in 1920s Manila. So, kumingat, pagka gabi, meron mga tambay ng mga babae na nagpapaypay, mainit kasi nilalamok. Minsan, merong magbibisikleta across. Okay. So, yun yung pinasilingan, yung design na yun. And it worked. Interesting yung nangyari. Hindi traditional na telon ang ginamit. Right? So, for this staging, iba yung ginamit ng image. Next, please. To complement the Tagalog adaptation of Puccini's La Boheme, so DCP commissioned Rolando to direct a Tagalog version of La Boheme. Sinet ni Badong ito in contemporary Manila, highlighting a house with balcony perched atop an old concrete building in Quiapo. He actually was inspired by an Afro building. Hindi sa memorize di ba sa mga building? And then, yung isang cafe, which was in La Boheme, ginawa niyang bistro medyo. Next week. In the Magic Staff, ang naging inspiration was children's books. Yun yung pop-up na gano'n. It inspired the pop-outs of the forest and the accordion fold-outs of the house in the trees. Okay, next week. In the Bungkamura Romeo and Juliet, the family feud between the Montagues and the Capulets is interpreted as the perennial brawls and clashes between wild animals inhabiting Tokyo's jungle of glass, steel, and concrete. So, itong scene na ito is the party, and the insight here actually was they were supposed to come in dressed as different types of animals. Pero alam sila makuha mga ganong klase ng figures sa Tokyo. So, ang nangyari was a pajama party where each one carried a stuffed animal. Yun yung naging solution. Okay, next week. In La Bayadere, Bernal drew inspiration from the designs of Indian architecture, textures, and the costumes of the walls. Many of these were just flats, mga painted plywood lang na flat, tapos pinapinturahan. And then, mga katsa, mga hangings na pininturahan, nilagyan ng mirrors, and ganyan yung lumara. So, next week. Okay. Kung anong ibigin, as we like it, sources were Southeast Asian motifs, which interpreted now on costumes for kung anong ibigin. This came after after the tour of realizing drama in Myanmar, in Cambodia, in Vietnam. Doon niya nakuha yung motif. So pagbalik niya, ginamit niya yung motif para sa susunod na production ng design niya. So obviously, stylized, diba? Pero yung idea, nanggaling sa mga motifs ng Southeast Asia. Okay, next week. Surfaces. Materials, budget, and style. To execute the design concept, we're now using materials that were available, affordable, and viable on stage. For production with a substantial budget, it would splurge on real silks, lames, and brocades. But for those with downright meager allocations, which seem to be the rule, it discovered inexpensive and readily accessible materials such as kacha, sinamay, abaka, rattan, nito, bamboo, jute sap, galvanized iron, and developed these into stage-worthy sets or costumes. Many of these native materials he bought in Italian and Polite Quiapo at sa Divisoria. So, mura siya talaga. Pero, anong gagawin mo with materials like that? Next week. Okay. So, Raja Sulaiman, yards and yards of nito rings, were hung as backdrops or draped like curtains to one side, and accented with a huge styrofoam gong painted at glossy tones. So, maraming nagawa sa figures na yan with the rings. Next, please. For Encantada, Bernal combined bamboo and wooden planks to create the monumental Holy Mountain, before which danced scores of women draped in flowing tunics of kasa, dyed in earth and watercolor. This is music by Joey Ayala. Ang ginawa ni Todong, they were on stage, but they were hidden dito sa kanan. Nandun sila yung buong banda. It was on stage, pero nandun sila sa ilalim ng bundok na yun. Next, please. Okay. The pop musical Project Laura, corrugated iron sheets used for roofing were cut into various geometric shapes, painted white, and attached to wooden platforms, which could be moved to create different configurations to evoke a range of patterns. So, yellow lang. Pag natin yellow namin. Okay, next week. In Pilipinas, circa 1907, versatile cinnamide, which needs neither starch nor lining to keep its shape, was used for the mutton-shaped sleeves and enormous triangular panuelos of the Serpentina ensembles of the señoritas. Ito yung mga costumes ng mga babae. Ang theme ng Pilipinas is the conflict between American and Philippine cultures at the beginning of the century. So, ginamit ito, yung floor, pinaitin yung dalawang flags. So, yung American flag yung kaliwa, tapos yung Philippine flag yung sa kanan. Next, please. Okay. For Osman at Sakura, the Commedia of Balitas, Bernal created sets and costumes inspired with the bamboo stage and traditional vestidos of the Arapio and Peñaranda na Grecia and the Commedia of San Benito Parinake. This Arapio and Peñaranda is a commedia that centers on the search for the Holy Cross by Helena and Constantine. So, kinuha yung stage, yung structure ng stage, at tapos kinuha rin niya yung cut ng damit ng mga prinsesa. Okay. So, ito soldier ito. No? Next, please. Okay. To create a rural feel, Bernal used bright folk colors for the costume, and to maximize a minuscule budget, he fashioned the aprons, breastplates, and headdresses of the princesses out of local vanity. And then applied these with tiny abaka and rattan fans. Tingnan mo ito. Maliliit na fans, inabibig sila rin yung tuloy ng kapo. Inayos lang niya. Kaya ang ganda ng pagkaayos ko. Sige, next please. Ayun. You see it? Just apron ng babae. Tapos, the highlight the pattern of decorated trim both manik and fans with cords that match the gown. The same style of decoration was done on the tops, capes, and epaulettes, and dress peacock on the male costume. Ito yung sa yung dress peacock is the three-quarter hat na traditionally sinusuot ng prinsipe sa komedya ng San Benito. Pero yan, gawa lahat sa native material. Okay, next please. Space and budget, renovation and adaptation. An important consideration for stage design is the space for the productions to be mounted. The majority of Bernal's sets were created for proscenium stages with ample wing and slide space. So this is the case by Argentina. But for some productions in this theater, Bernal felt he had to modify the traditional deployment of space and audience in order to bring the viewers closer to the actor. Sometimes the space itself is extremely limited, like it's ang Next, please. Okay, so ito yung ginawa niya for Resistata. Kasi, ang Resistata is, gusto niya makakuha yung feel ng Greek theater. So, yung bilog na theater ngayon. So, ang ginawa niya, ito yung audience, regular audience na harap. Naglagay siya ng audience doon sa stage. Ito niya. Ayun, sa dalawang lugar. Naglagay ng mga bleachers na nakaupo yung audience. So, yung audience on both sides. Nakasurround. Okay. Alright, next please. For Francisco Maniago, he went a step further. Actually, ang binigay na idea ni Nonong Padilla was the hourglass. The hourglass. So, ang kinuwang idea ni Badong is hourglass, yung sand. He played around with the idea of sand. So, he built 3 wide sand boxes on the stage, the third of which jutted out over 5 rows of theater seats. Right? So, kumain siya ng seats. Allowing the action to spill over the audience's back. It brought the action to the audience. Okay, to make up for the lost seats, naglagay din siya ng seats sa stage. And that's another point. Tapos, permanent set yan, pero pag tumataas yan mga steps niya, pag akit niya gano'n, makita mo, parang doon siya ng coconut trunk. Pero for different scenes, pinataas o binababa yung mga stairs. Next week. Okay. In tiny black boxes that necessitate tanghalan sa infrastructure, Bernal design sets were minimal and manageable, like the single immobile white vehicle on which 2 actors play different couples traveling in the Northwest or Shunro. So, yun lang yung sets. And the couples sit, tapos sila, pasok ulit, another couple sila. Next week. Okay, ito ngayon sa budget Philippines. Siyempre, complain sa budget, kung budget yung production. So, maraming ginawa sila doon to accommodate yung loss of budget nila. Imagined or real. In Prince of the Pagodas, Badong created a huge canopy made of dyed gauze tatcha for the underwater kingdom. Okay? Next. For the next production of Firebird, to save on the budget, Bernal recycled the same canopy, sprayed it with gold paint, and once dry, cut it up into strips of 4 to 7 feet long, then attach these to an invisible net to create onion dome fire. So, it's the same hanging. Next. Sometimes, what he did was, dine-emphasize yung set. Binuhos niya yung budget sa costume. Okay? So, yun ginawa niya for Merchant of Venice. He made do with the limited budget. He emphasized the sets and splurged on stunning costumes of satin and brocade. Okay. As in, the champion of the Okay. Silhouettes, or realism to fantasy. Because of the Bernal production generally fall into 1 or 2 categories. A, those that elaborate on the visual metaphor of the production. And B, those that complement its visual style. Whatever their category or style, costumes are always theatricalized in terms of color, decoration, or props to the stage. Okay. The first category is the visual metaphor. Is exemplified by Tiba, which is a very old commedia on the finding of the cross, so Elena and Constantine, where the central conceit of the medieval religious icon, ang image na kinuha na, is embodied by the solid-looking gold lame and sumptuous brocade vestments of Elena and Constantine. That is Elena, kanan, ngayon Manila, and Julio Diaz as Constantine. Yeah. Tibag costume din ito. So, ang ginawa niya, highly stylized. So, para silang mga mga santo na nasa stage. Okay, next week. In the second category, where the costumes complement the visual style, the costumes may either be realistic period, stylized period, realistic contemporary, realistic stylized, and non-realistic or fantasy. First, the realistic period guards strictly follow the cut, texture, decoration, and accessories of the time and the view of the play. Next. As in, the 1900s Bapak Saya of Walang Suga. This is the opening scene, yung karayan ng Iguro. Ang ginawa ni Todong na set is this, nag-fold ito, parang critique. Pag binuksan mo siya, yun yung scene. Kasi nalang mo, simbahan siya. Naging ginamit niya ito for the production. Next week. Okay, this is one of his most, I think, fabulous designs. Stylized period props evoke the original period ensembles through carefully selected details of clothing or accessories that transform the total look of the costume through the use of innovative cuts, materials, colors, accessories, and design motifs, as exemplified by the stylized 16th century costumes of Ang Buhay at Panagiles. Nandito pa rin yung mga wraps, yung nanagamit ko rin yan, diba? Pero itong motifs na ginamit niya dito are actually Asian motifs. Ang mga kanya, mga Chinese clouds, and so on. Okay, next week. Okay. And the electrocuted remnants of sheer fantasy in the magic group, which Dino Gonzalez noted